Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Hicks coming at you here. Late night money. Definitely not midnight money. It's tournament talk money. That's what we're rolling with. Hit the like button, subscribe. What are you waiting for? In the comment section. We got the Believe link. Go get it. $31 steal. Go get it. I got a tidy 15 games up already. Tournament action. That's not even counting the NIT or the CBI. Anything else rolling out pretty soon. Hope everybody had a good day today. And yeah, it's tournament talk. Tournament talk time. What do you got to say about that? I don't know if there's like really snub stuff to really get into a crazy rant about, although I possibly will. You'll never know. Well, you won't know because I'm in here talking about it. You know, we did have, I'm getting up my CBI and my NIT brackets. And I get, you know, I mean, what do we got here? We got Alabama 1 seed, Purdue, Houston, Kansas. No real complaints about the 1 seeds, right? I mean, conference champions. Houston loses. You kind of expect that. They're going to sit their guy. Whatever. You couldn't give it to UCLA. They lost. Arizona actually took 2 out of 3 from them. We had Arizona today. And they're a little banged up themselves. Purdue's a team I'm looking to fade anyway. They faded down the stretch in this game, not covering. We'll talk about that. Who is the snub town? Now, for me, not that the KenPom numbers are all that or stuff like that. The NET ratings and Rutgers thinks they have a case. I guess Oklahoma sitting at 18 and 15. I mean, we do see some questionable squads in here. I mean, listen. First, the first 4 kind of stuff for me where we see Mississippi State, Pitt, Arizona State, Nevada. Am I happy Nevada got in as a Mountain West team? Sure, I'd like to see Nevada in there, but Arizona State pulled out a win there. I guess again 68 in the KenPom. Pitt, am I excited to see Pitt in there? Wow, I would rather get a 25-9 UAB team. I think it'd be a little more exciting. It goes to show it's all about the money for these guys, right? I mean, there's, North Texas would have been a nice little addition. Liberty. Again, it is what it is. We're not going to see it. NIT looks nice. But, real fair. I did not put the matchups in because they came up after the fact. I do have all the other stuff in here for the NCAAs. But coming in, again, on February 25th, we put Houston plus 650, UCLA plus 1300, and Baylor plus 17. Now we have brackets, and it's a month later, and Houston is down to $6. Not really worried about the Sasser injury. I guess he's all right. The line's come down a bit on him. UCLA came down a little bit as well. And I think that one should go up with the way they've played lately with their, they got a little injury concern there for themselves. I had Baylor at 17. Now they're at 25. Now they're plus 25. And when you look at these, okay, I just got these off the Dave Perm, ESPN posted up. I just copied out a quick little thing so I don't have to go hunting for them. You have out of these, I'm going to say right off the bat, I'm not looking to do Purdue. No, thank you. We'll start in these brackets here. I think, Baylor out of the one side. They have Bama. Okay, maybe I could see Bama getting knocked off in the second round, maybe. San Diego State might take care of them. Arizona's there, dangerous team. Below them, I mean, are you kidding me with Duke? With this bracket, you get a Purdue team who we've seen be pathetic. I mean, the top half here. I mean, Memphis is hot. I feel bad for that draw for FAU. I mean, that's who you get. That's what you get in that matchup. If I want to get a little bit of a rank going, but those two teams would have been teams I would like to play on. I mean, and the Texas A&M, I probably saw that on TV. That was all over. I mean, A&M is 7 seed, really. They face Texas next. That's really good. Well, they must hate the state of Texas to get to do that to Texas and A&M. Ridiculous. But really, Duke, who do you have? You have Purdue. I think is going to lose to Memphis in the second round. Uh, you know, and that's all if Duke gets past Oral. Like, let's be honest, Oral could knock them off. Duke, I'm not a fan of Duke. I like Oral Roberts over Duke. Tennessee's a team that's uh, questionable. They could lay eggs sometimes. And you have Kentucky, K State, Marquette. All these bottom teams are just going to beat up on each other. And Duke can conceivably have a little cakewalk. I hate Duke. Listen, Leitner days, Hurley days, that was some basketball. I hate Crystal Leitner. Great 30 for 30. Like Houston and Texas out of the other side, in the Midwest there, and in the bottom, I don't know. You have Kansas. I think Gonzaga, TCU or UConn could get hot, maybe do something. I don't know. Let's see what we got going on here. Who's in the chat? March is here. Yes, it is. Kevin Cook in the house. Happy Sunday. Let's make some money. Lock it in with the king. We need a rant. I don't know if it's much of a rant. It is. Rutgers is the biggest snub bad team. They're going to come out mad. Money on Rutgers. Yeah. Should they be in? They're 19 and 14, 35 in the KP. I don't have their net numbers in front of me. Could you make an argument over them over Pitt? Nevada, even? Like, Nevada would be the one people are upset about. Like, oh, Nevada. I'm glad they didn't put a Rutgers in, or NC State, or Oklahoma at 18 and 15. I mean, Rutgers is do they have a gripe? Yeah. I think you got a couple gripers. I guess we could. That's your player goes down. They hadn't been the same. It is what it is. And then how about you want to get a little rant time? Who wanted to rant, Nick? You want a little rant time? How about in the NIT, Rutgers gets Hofstra. Rutgers is the one team in the NIT team gets a Hofstra local team in there. I like Hofstra. I like Hofstra there. Cincy, Virginia Tech. I like Cincy. I like Utah Valley over Mexico. Your 2 seed Colorado. How about Seton Hall? Hi, Seton Hall. We're going to ship you out to Colorado. The NIT. Cleveland State, Moorhead, UAB. We like a little UAB. 4 seed in the NIT over here on the one side. And you get Southern Miss, the Sun Belt champs. You had like 25 wins on the year, whatever they were. Even in the NIT, they get disrespected. Vandy, Yale, Michigan, Toledo. I like Toledo. I think Toledo's going to take it to Michigan. Other side, Okie State, Youngstown. We'll be on Youngstown. Eastern Washington over Washington State. North Texas, Alcorn. I would probably in Texas State, Texas State. North Texas, maybe an over. Sam Houston, Clara. Irvine goes to Oregon. I'll take Irvine. Florida and Central Florida. I'll take Central Florida there. Bradley, Wisconsin. I'll take some Bradley Braves. You know that. Liberty gets Villanova. I don't know. I think Liberty's going to want to come out and play. And real fast rant time. Not a real rant. How about a rundown, we'll call it. CBI, Indiana State versus UC Upstate. I don't know. I might take Upstate there. Let's see what these lines are. EKU and Cleveland State, Southern Utah, Northern Alabama, Duquesne and Rice, San Jose, South Indiana, Tarleton, Radford, Charleston, West Carolina, Stetson, and your number one in the bottom is Milwaukee. King D's coming in futures to an natty. UConn, Bama, Arizona, Michigan State. That last one. Just set that money on fire. Michigan State, really? I mean, they could get upended in the first game against USC. Mad Money, Michigan. They always win against teams that average 71 points. It's going to be Michigan in a fast game. Yeah, you like Michigan over Toledo? 2 plus 2,500 if I had one bet, says Earl. It's just, would we be shocked to see them run it through here? Not really. I don't know. Won't really shock me as I'm refreshing the odds page to see if we have any NIT things coming up as I do this. Let's get to it. So first game's up. A&M Corpus Christi. These lines could have changed. By the time I put these in, they could move. It happens. Corpus, Southeast Mizzou. I got, where's my initial line when they first came out? And there were some movements from when I first wrote them down by the time I went back to add them and bet them. Still, this game here, am I going to bet this? No, I got nothing on it. Next game, though, I do like Mississippi State here against Pitt. I'll take some Mississippi State. Texas Southern and Fairleigh Dickinson, fairly ridiculous. We'll go over to 146.5. I like that one. Arizona State and Nevada. This is a tricky. Now, we're going to hear how the Mountain West hasn't won. And yet they're favored in some of these games. And this game's a pick 'em. I kind of like Nevada to get it done here. All right, let's head on over. These are the early games. Early on Thursday. Let's get to it here. So I'm just gonna be too confused looking at all the other games. Or the opening numbers. We'll just go with these here. It pretty much should be the same. So West Virginia, Maryland here. You have a 8-9 matchup. I didn't bet this game. I kind of like West Virginia. We said before, Maryland. I'm not a lover of them. Yeah, it's a neutral. It's still. I don't like the way they play. No, thank you to Maryland. Give me West Virginia here. Money earned in Furman, baby. I'll take the 5 spot here with Furman over Virginia. I'm trying to find out my bracket here where it is. There it is. 413 out here in the South. Give me Furman and the points, sure. Utah State minus the 1.5 versus Mizzou. Where's that one at on my bracket? No. I should have wrote down the seeds, but I did not. I figured I was going to use a bracket, but I forgot they jump all over the joint. I do like Utah State here. As I just said, you're going to hear, oh, Mountain West, they're Owen whatever. Yeah, they're favored here. Howard to Kansas. I'm going to go over this game. Why do I think Kansas is going to come in here and drop an 80-plus spot? Give me the over 145. Charleston, San Diego State. Give me San Diego State. I think the worlds will be on Charleston. Everybody kind of likes them. That Aztec team's pretty good. Here we go. Another Mountain West team favored, even though they've not won a game in ages. Princeton, I do like the 14.5 here. I do like the 14.5 early. And I have to say, I have a lot of, like, my Thursday ticket is a lot bigger than my Friday. I got 9 on Thursday, 4 on Friday. Sometimes that's the way it goes. It always seems to be that way for me. One day's always heavier than the other. Illini in Arkansas. This line actually moved a bit. This was like I think a 1 when it first came out, if I remember correctly. It was a 1.5. I saw a 2.5, then a 1.5, and then all of a sudden it was 3 everywhere. So nobody's loving the Big Ten. So don't feel bad, Rutgers. Nobody likes it. Night card here. Auburn and Iowa. Again, I got no real lean on this one. Of course, we like Oral. Wow, that's us plus 76.5 points. Probably an easy bet there, taking 76.5. That was a 7 and it came down. That's why it's 76.5. It is what it is. All right. So yeah, Oral there. I'm going to fade Duke. Right? I mean, how many people are going to come out here? Duke? So who's Oral Roberts? Why aren't they favored by 10 points? Yeah. All right. Give me Oral Roberts. Duke plays defense? Yes. Yes, they do. I don't know. I think Oral could score some points here. Colgate in Texas. This is tricky because I want to take Colgate, but I think it's going to be an over. I think Texas is going to run them right out of the building. Lean over here. Boise Northwestern again. Give me Boise. It's another Mountain West team. This was another opener around Pick'em. And where is it at here on my opening numbers sheet. Gotta find it. I know that's right. I moved over here. Where is the? Here we go. So boys open at a 1.5, 2, still favored. Yes, again, your Big Ten is still getting zero respect. Northern Kentucky, I like the 19.5 here. Okay, Houston's off a loss. Sasser's got his thing going on. All right, is he playing the whole game here? Can they win this by 10 or 15? Just kind of go through the motions to get a win. I think they can. That's a big number. I'll take the dog there. I wanted to do the plus 10 here with Louisiana. I just don't know. Why do I think Tennessee's going to come in here and beat up a neighbor and this game be like 65-48 or something like that? Like just a low scoring, ugly kind of game. I'm probably going to come in on the under in this game. Have not yet. I do like the under though. Penn State, look at this. Oh, another Big Ten underdog. Listen, I didn't like Penn State today. A&M, a 7 seed. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Give me Texas A&M, an angry A&M bunch here for sure. To the comments we go. ECU got snubbed. Yeah, they did. They didn't even make the CBI. Terrible. Michigan Toledo's Tuesday. Yep, in the Michigan's the 2 seed out there in the NIT. Groovy. I think South Region NCAA tournament is the toughest. Let's take a look at the South here. You have Alabama, San Diego State's I think good. Virginia's a 4 seed, but I'm not really that sold on Virginia. Creighton and NC State though are teams I think could give a team trouble. But yeah, Baylor. So who gave trouble to Baylor, who I think can win this side and go to the Final Four? Missouri, I think, could be a little dangerous. And you have Arizona. I mean, I really think that the East is, I don't want to say it's easy. I don't like saying stuff like that, but I don't like Purdue. Did Memphis peak? I mean, the Memphis team, I wrote it down somewhere. Memphis's losses, I have so much stuff in front of me. They had lost twice to Houston. I think an overtime loss somewhere and like a 1-point loss or something, like something ridiculous. Like that could be a tough team right there. You have Duke, Tennessee. I mean, Kentucky, Providence. I think are 2 teams. We saw Providence win some games this year. That it is the East to me. I don't know. As much as I want to joke that Duke has an easy kind of one there with Purdue, I don't know. Kentucky, Providence, Kansas State, USC, Michigan State, Marquette are kind of tough in my eyes. And I actually think if we're going to go kind of tough, I think the West is a tough one because you have Kansas. I think UConn, TCU, and Gonzaga. I mean, not counting UCLA. I'm just a little down on them with their injuries. I mean, you got some decent. It's always King D. You have like the teams you kind of like, right? I mean, everybody kind of has their perception of games, or teams rather, even this far into the season. Like Purdue to me is a team I don't like. I'm not looking to bet Purdue. Do I want to lay? What are they going to be? 18-point fades with whoever they face next game? Do I want to lay that kind of number? No, but I don't want to bet the dog either. Izzo. Yeah, no, exactly. Michigan State. But again, USC is a team. Maybe they steal something, right? It's the Big Ten. I mean, you see they're dogs in a bunch of these games. Arizona plus 12 is great value before Thursday. I think so. I think Arizona is really good. Now, UCLA went 18-2 in that conference, and Arizona nipped them 2 out of 3 times they played. I mean, they're not a bad club. Arizona, Bama, possible championship. Why not? Dude, Alabama's playing as good as anybody right now, or better. Free Minds in the house, my Mafia brother. What do you say? If Arizona could beat Alabama in that region, they're going all the way. Well, I mean, you get that. How much further they got to go? Because that gets them in the Final Four. So they only have like 2 games to win. I mean, you're really not. I mean, you're in the Final Four. You got a pretty good shot at going all the way. You need to win one game to get to the championship game. Moneyline Markel's in the house. Welcome. Locking in with the King. Perfect storm for Izzo and Esparti. My ticket on plus 10 grand smells Elite 8. Let's see there. Ups if Marquette, right? We're assuming we'll just go chalk, right? You figure Marquette wins, you beat Marquette, and then in the next round you'll have the Kentucky K-State winner. So one of those guys could come out of a battle, right? And then you're in the Elite 8. I mean, it's possible. What am I gonna say? No to that? It's March. Anything's possible. We see some runs. West Fog, grab it now before it goes up another point by Thursday. I like West Virginia over Maryland. Not a Maryland guy. Mark Johnson, if Tennessee and Duke play, it'll be a 32-28 game. Again, both good defenses. I think people, Mark, don't really get like they think Duke, and I don't think they realize they're a pretty good defensive team this year. Purdue will struggle against athletic arts. But Purdue just struggles. We've seen them struggle against better competition. And hi, welcome to the tournament. And in round 2, you're going to have, I think you're going to have Memphis. As much as we like Florida Atlantic, I don't know. I think Memphis is going to, they're playing really good right now. Would you go under Maryland? Where's my Maryland? What is that? 139-ish? I mean, I don't hate the under. Am I going to bet it, Markel? No, I'm probably West Virginia. Most likely to play yes. Total wise, lean under. Lean under. I said on Twitter, I was like, hey, you wanna come in? Send me a message. I'll let you come in and give your opinion on a game. Who wants it? Who wants to come in and talk a team they like? Where are you at? All right, let's go to Friday. USC and Michigan State here. So, again, as the King said, Izzo's tough. It is March. The guy knows how to win. And honestly, short of UCLA or Arizona, I really want to kind of avoid some Pac-10 action here. I'm going to take Irvine over Oregon, so I'll probably be taking Michigan State here as well. Kennesaw, Javier, give me the over here. I got a 150.5 when I grab this one. I'll go over Kennesaw, Xavier. Santa Barbara plus 10.5, Baylor. No real opinion on this one. Nothing. Didn't jump. Again, this is Sunday. I had like an hour as I was putting these in here, marking them against my numbers, things I bet I liked and things I like to bet right away. This wasn't one of them. VCU and Marys, though, is one I kind of like. I like that VCU. 122. I don't know. This could be another kind of low-scoring game here, like Tennessee. Maybe an under in this one as well. Vermont and Marquette. I mean, what's there to say about Marquette? They had a pretty darn good season here. Now, do I want to lay 11? Believe it or not, if people are going to come in and say Marquette, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no because you have Vermont took care of business their own conference, but they didn't have a decent out of conference from what I remembered. I'm gonna pull up their out of conference right now. I don't think it was like one of years past where they come out and steal a win against somebody. And let me find them here. Where are they? Here we go. Right on top, right where they should be. Right on top of the America East. Let's go back to the beginning of the year here. St. Mary's lose by 26. Lose by 9 in overtime in Fullerton. Lose by 2 at SC. Lose by 21 at Iona on a neutral. Yale by 30 at Yale. You beat Ball State. You lost to NC Wilmington on a neutral. You lost to Long Beach State on a neutral. Your lone win was over Brown. I mean, come on. Dartmouth, again, not even good Ivy teams here. You beat Colgate. I guess that's a good win. 73-72. You lost to Toledo by 12. I'm not. Okay, you beat. Who they beat? Is this Merrimack? Who is this? They beat Merrimack by 20. That's not Marquette. You want to lay with the Marquette? I'm not going to hate you. NC State and Creighton. I think one of these teams could cause a little trouble. I like Creighton. They've shown some sparks, or however you want to, highlights, goodness. I don't know. I'm going to pull up the little matchup here between these two guys, since we have matchups finally listed. All right, here we go. I just wanted to get a quick glance at last 10 coming in here. So both of them have some hiccups down the road. I thought NC State was playing a little better than they were. Maybe, you know what? They haven't been. They dropped 3 of 4. The win, a big one over Virginia Tech. Other than that, not too much here. You beat Wake, you beat North Carolina, lost at Syracuse. I don't know. I guess I thought the 4.5 looked a little, maybe take NC State there, but I like Creighton beginning year. I don't want to get off them now. All right, here's a little, not a snub, really. Iona. I was about to pull the trigger on 9.5 with Iona. I'm like, man, they're begging me to take Iona. I better not take it. UConn's probably going to win by 15 here, or run Patino to St. John's. And of course, it comes down a point. Let's see, where are we here? Northwestern has to keep a very slow pace game, waiting for live bet the first 5 minutes. Pouncing on Boise if it's fast pace. I like Boise there. If you had to pick a Cinderella, what do you consider a Cinderella, Mark? What do you consider a Cinderella team? I mean, we pulled up the banners here, and I mean, at 6-1, is Houston a Cinderella? Kansas at 8-1, is that a Cinderella? What do you consider Cinderella? And then I'll get back to you there. It could be I want to lose by 4, or it could be 6 if they're 3-pointers, says Groovy. King D, Baylor will be a dark horse if the guards can defend and they have a legit chance to go all the way. Yeah. At plus 2 times the season start. It's a good number. As I said, I had it at a plus 17 on the 25th of February. Good coach will beat USC. Give me Spartans. Yeah, Groovy. They don't see much of that out in the Pac-12. That's why they're firing everybody. 8 seed or lower. All right. Let's see what we got here. 8 seed or lower. 8 seed or lower. Maryland, Virginia, no. Nothing over that one. I mean, obviously, I got to put a hot Memphis team in that conversation for 8 seed or lower. So Memphis would be there. Boy, that's probably going to be about it. I mean, if you expand this to like the 6 line, I could make some arguments for some 6 teams. Like a team like Iowa State. Iowa State beat Kansas and all the good Big 12 teams. So that's a team that could go on a run to the Final Four. Texas A&M, the same kind of thing as a 7. You know. Who else? I'm not putting Michigan State in there. I'm not a Big 10 guy. If we're going to 6, you can't rule out Kentucky in postseason. They win games. And if we're saying on a run to get to the Elite 8 or Final Four, that wouldn't shock me. Again, we mentioned Memphis. And that'll be about do it. I guess that's it. Those are the teams. If I could go to the 6 line, That's where I would be at. A team like Creighton, we've seen them play good early. And Iowa State again has some nice wins. Yeah, you get some bad losses there too, but we know they could beat a good team. And in tournament time, anything can happen. Vermont beats Marquette. I said it first. Vermont beats Marquette. What day is that? Where's Vermont Marquette? There we go. That's a Friday day game. King D. Vermont beats Marquette. You got it, fella. Yeah, Memphis is hot. They're playing pretty good right now. Michael's in the house. Good evening. Earl Sports. Kent State +4. Moneyline Colgate and a +14. Oh, Kent. Oh, you're taking. All right. Now, let's rewind this. So it's Kent State 4 in the money line. Colgate 14 money line. Louisiana 10 money line, 10.5. Vermont in the money line. Pravi money line. Or some dogs I'm looking at. If you're gonna take the dogs, just like regular conference tournaments, you take a little money line action. I hate to sprinkle, but that's I guess what people do. Just a little taste, just the tip. Michael, the only thing I have grabs so far is Utah State money line. I like it. How sure is that money line versus Drake? Will Miami lose first round? Yeah, looks bad. I took Drake. I got a Drake and a 3.5. Michael says all over Nevada money line versus Arizona State. I don't know. I kind of like Nevada. They let me down big time. I had them laying the points. I had them for the tournament there, and they stunk it up. King, did I tell you what I want to run into 13 Kent State? They defend, and with Sikari at the helm, carries. Here's the thing, though, and I got them. I got Kent here. They're getting 4.5. I like it. Indiana's a tough team. I mean, that's just bad. This is the kind of crap they do to these teams. And we'll hit more kind of ranty talk tomorrow as we go through more kind of stuff. But that's just ridiculous. These matchups, they purposely want to offend me. Where are we on the banners? All right. Last set of games. Providence, Kentucky. I want to say take Providence here, right? It looks a little short. Kentucky's a big name. Dude, Patino, I said it during the, SEC tournament. The dude is like 50-something games over 500 ATS in postseason play. It's ridiculous. I don't want. I lean Kentucky again. Didn't bet it. I don't think I'm betting this game. We just mentioned Drake. Yes, Grand Canyon, Gonzaga. I got it. Is it wrong that I want to lay 15 with Gonzaga here? Does that make me crazy? I want to lay the 15.5 with Gonzaga. Grand Canyon, I get it. Nice win. We had them, although we had the other team to win it all, but we had Grand Canyon all 3 days in their tournament. I'm looking for the Gonzaga. These guys, where am I? What happened to my other screen? What's happening here? I had a freeze on my other computer. No, I can't even pull it up. All right. We're ready now. I apologize. Like in the WCC tournament, these guys heading in, they're just scoring at will. So how does Grand Canyon, and I'm not saying Grand Canyon's not a bad team. 15. I'm shocked this wasn't like a 17 or 18, like some of these lines are. I'm going to take Gonzaga after I end the show. FIU Memphis. I want to take Florida Atlantic. I do. Memphis just looks 2 losses to Houston, close games. They have an OT loss. I think a 1-point loss at Tulane or something like that. OT loss at Central Florida on the road. Stay away. Stay away spot here. K-State, Montana State, no real opinion on that game. And Kent, we talked about. We like the Golden Flashes. Like the Golden Flashes. I'll tell you what, we got the Kent State we talked about, Nevada Cosby. Yeah, it's terrible. Michael, thoughts on West Virginia? We like West Virginia. Yes, I said that. West Virginia. You're right, Higgs. Indiana is good. They'll have to be on their A game, though. No, I agree. It's just one of those. I got the points. We'll see how it turns out. I mean, Indiana's a team that could make a run. Things go well for them. We've seen them play really good. We've seen them play piss poor. Michael, I get Nevada had a bad loss to San Jose, but outside of the win over Arizona, you're really impressed with Arizona State. No. I agree. And we said this about USC playing Michigan State. Nevada's, I think, a better all-around team. I want to take Santa Barbara 10.5 versus Baylor. That game to me, I don't know. I like Baylor to make a run. I got them in the championship still. So I think Baylor's a play-on team. So I'm kind of liking that. Mike, I see you just liked my tweet there. Yale under, how about that to the show today? Yale under 138.5, 139, loser. Bama under 146, 145, loser. Dayton over 124.5, 124. Loser. Unbelievable. Oh, man. 37. I go back to January 16th game, and it's a 37-81 half point to a 2.5 point loss run. Games inside those numbers. That's the way it's going. Anyway. All right. That was that for the tournament. Obviously, more tournament talk tomorrow on the Midday Money Show. Probably go a little longer to talk about it. Same with the late night show. No show on Tuesday, though. I got no show lined up for Tuesday. I got some family stuff to go on. And that's that, But I'm out of here. Come back tomorrow for the Midday Money. It'll be fun, as always. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good